Hey, what's up? Algebra 2 people out there, how you doing? This is Mr. Maestas coming straight to you from live via satellite, no, via my cell phone and my computer from my classroom. Let's take a look at 5.2, adding, subtracting, and multiplying polynomials. So why don't you take a second, pause the video here so you can write down the polynomial, binomial, trinomial, number of terms, what these terms are, and what it means to be like terms, because then we're going to go over the problems, okay? So let's take a look at the problems, shall we? We shall. Here we go. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to add like terms because we're just simplifying the expressions. So we're going to look at the variables, and the ones that have the same power and the same bases are going to be the ones that we can add together. And I think some of you have seen this before, but let's take a look at what we're doing here. So let me grab my pad here. All right, so, whoa, what was going on for that one? All right, so these are like terms right here, this one and this guy. Those guys are like terms. So, because they got x squared, so we're just going to add them together. 4x squared plus 1x squared is 5x squared. Yes, it is that simple. Negative 4x plus 3x. Negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. Yes, that's simple. 3 minus 5. 3 minus 5, negative 2. Yup, that's it. In fact, my son, who's 5 years old, I was teaching him negative numbers the other day, he can do 3 minus 5. 3 plus a negative 5, it's a negative 2. Boom. Let's go to the next one. Simplify each expression. Guys, you know what? Actually, this is a little bit different. You want to make sure that you take that negative here and you distribute that negative into this parentheses. So if you see a negative there, you need to get rid of it, get into the parentheses here. So really what we got here is 2a cubed plus 5a minus 7 minus a cubed plus 3a minus 2. Now add like terms. 2a cubed minus a cubed is 1a cubed. 5a plus 3a is 8a. And negative 7 minus 2 is negative 9. That's right. And there you go. That's it. That's all there is to adding polynomials. Let's take a look at another one. Okay, again, that negative's there. So why don't you practice this one for a second? All right, here we go. That wasn't really paused. That was just me pausing myself. Minus 3x plus 4. Don't forget to distribute the negative sign. All right. 5x squared minus 5x minus 1. All right. 5x squared minus 2x squared is 3x squared. This cannot be easier. Ladies and gentlemen, negative 5x minus 3x is negative 8x minus 1 plus 4 is plus 3. Boom. All right, now if you think you're going to change this and you want to turn this video off because you got addition, good. You can skip forward because I'm about to do some multiplication in just a second. Okay, so you're going to want to stay tuned for that. Here we go. Here's one that's a multiplication. So this one, we got one term, multiply, and we need to use the distributive property. So we're going to distribute that guy among all these things here. So we got negative 3y times 4y squared is negative 12y to the 6th because we add the exponents. Negative 6y to the 4th plus 9y cubed. Boom. Done. Multiplying. Awesome. Awesome possum. Oh, woo. Now back in Algebra 2, Algebra 1, you probably learned this thing called FOIL. FOIL. First, outside, inside, last. Basically what I'm going to tell you here is you need to multiply this 2x times this 4x and this 5y. You need to multiply this negative 3x times this 4x and this positive 5y. So let's do it. 2x times 4x is 8x squared. 2x times 5y is 10xy. Negative 3y times 4x is negative 12xy. And negative 3y times 5y is negative 15y squared. Now, from this point, we're going to add our like terms. Okay, so these guys right here in the middle are our like terms. So we're going to have 8x squared minus 2xy minus 15y squared. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. That's what I'm talking about, guys. All right? So why don't you practice this one? 2x times x, 2x squared. 2x times 4 is negative 8x. 6 times x, negative 6x. Negative 6 times negative 4, positive 24. 2x squared minus 14x plus 24 is your solution, your answer. I'm telling you guys, that's it. That's all there is to it. Now, of course, they can get bigger. We can have a trinomial times a trinomial. And then you got to do a lot of work there, right? You just got to make sure that you're multiplying everything times itself. Look at that. A binomial and a trinomial. Told you something was going to come up. So you know what? One way to organize this, and I've seen this done, is to make a little box here. And so what I'm going to do is make this a little box here. I'm going to do 5a and negative 2 like on rows, and then I'm going to do a squared plus 3a minus 4 in like columns here. Okay. I'll show you what this looks like. You know, sometimes I do this when they get really large. All right, so then all we're going to do here is we're just going to multiply. 5a times a squared is 5. Oh, let me fill this in with a different color. 5a cubed. 5a times 3a is 15a squared. And see, we're just going to multiply these like this. If you're in biology, you might have seen something like a Punnett square. It kind of looks like that. Negative 6a, positive 8. And then we're going to take that first one, 5. We're just going to add like terms now, right? 5a cubed. These guys right here are like terms. Okay, so positive 13a squared. This is a like term with that one. 26a plus 8. There you go. That is our answer. See, not too hard. Just make sure that you're multiplying. You know, you're really multiplying this guy right here times this, times this, times that, and then you're doing this one, and this one, okay? Which is what I did, only organized in a little table. Okay, let's take a look at some more here. I only got a couple more, guys. Actually, it's not too long. So why don't you practice this one here? I'm going to go ahead and write it out using my box method here. Okay, x and 3. X squared, negative 2x, and 4. Different color here. X cubed, negative 2x squared, 4x, 3x squared. Some of you might be saying, you know, Mr. Myasis, I don't really like what you're doing there. I don't like that box method. Making these columns just takes too long for me, and it's not my thing. And you know what? If it ain't your thing, ain't nothing like chicken wing on a shoestring. It's okay. You can do it another way. Just make sure that you're multiplying everything out. I like this. It's organized. It really doesn't take that much longer, people. But you know, if you don't like that method, then hey, just use whatever works for you. Okay, simplify this expression. Now, I mentioned before in another video that we cannot take this 2 and distribute it into the parentheses if there is a plus or minus there. So please don't do it, for the love of God. Please don't do that. You can't do it, all right? So here's what you need to do. What you need to do is write it as, come on, write it as 2x minus 3y times 2x minus 3y. All right? So then when you do that, you're going to use FOIL again. So I'm going to have 4x squared minus 6xy minus 6xy plus 9y squared. Okay, I just used FOIL here. And then add like terms. Plus 9y squared. And that's your answer. Okay, so please do not distribute. Do not distribute. You cannot distribute a square into the parentheses. You can't do it. Don't 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 do it. I think I said that enough. Let's go on. Okay, so here, go and multiply these. This will take you a little while here, okay? So 5x minus 2 times 5x minus 2 plus x plus 4 times x plus 4. All right, so we have 25x squared minus 10x plus 4, x squared plus 4x plus 4x plus 16. Add all the like terms together. Oh, I missed a plus there. Okay, so we got 26x squareds, negative 20 and 8 is going to give me negative 12 and 20. Okay, well there's our answer for that one. All right, how many more of these guys do I have? Jeez, 3 more? I don't think I have time for 3 more, so we're going to do these pretty quickly here. 5x squared minus 3x plus 2 minus 6x plus 2x squared minus 8, okay, because we're distributing. So we got 5x squared and 2x squared, which is 7x squared, negative 3x, negative 6x, which is minus 9x, and 2 and negative 8 is negative 6. And there's our answer. Okay, let's keep going. Got a lot of these guys. Okay, distribute. Okay, we got negative 6x cubed y. Nope, that's not right. Not x cubed. That should be x to the 5th. Plus 9x cubed y squared minus 12x, because 2 minus 1 is 1, and y to the negative 4. Okay, you know, we'll probably just leave it like this. I think the only other way you can write this guy is if you change that negative power to 12x over y to the 4th. You know what? This is probably the best way we can write it with no negatives. All right, let's move on. Okay, FOIL method. 5a is 25a squared. 5a times 3b is positive 15ab. This one times this one is negative 15ab. And this one times this one is positive 9b squared. Ooh, look at those guys. Those guys go away. So we got 25a squared plus 9b squared. Oh, no, it's not plus. What you talking about, Willis? That's minus. Minus 9b squared. Minus, because a negative times a positive is a negative. Okay. This is called a difference of squares, by the way. We'll look at that in another video for special cases. Oh, look at that. I'm done. Boom. Bye.